Hello. Today we're going to really have fun. This is one of my favorite ones. This is an alpaca. And they actually do, in Peru, they actually have a festival and they decorate their alpacas and they put pom-poms on them and all. And so we're gonna do that today. We're gonna make one. So, a lot of materials for this one. You need a styrofoam egg, 4 inches. You can order it online. I did, and it came overnight. Then you need light cardstock or newspaper. We don't take the paper, so I use light cardstock. I also like it because you don't have to worry about covering up the newsprint. And to cover newsprint, you've got to do lots and lots of layers of tissue paper. Then you need masking tape, or I like this craft tape. You can get it at a craft store. You can paint over it. It's wonderful. And it doesn't curl up the edges like masking tape. I would recommend that. And then 4 large nails. And this is for the legs. See? They say about 3 inches long. These are about 3 inches long. But I'm gonna make this next alpaca a little bit taller. So I'm gonna do 4. Colored tissue paper, which we will cut up. Now, and then you need Mod Podge. Now, I did Mod Podge, it was great. I had the window open, the air purifier on, and I still needed to use my asthma inhaler. So, this time, I'm gonna do half glue and half water. Water and glue, okay? Then you'll need a paintbrush, scissors to cut up decorations and all, felt scraps, all your little bits of felt, you save it. It's really, you can make, this is going to be for the blanket. I cut them up ahead. Yarn. See, I'm going to show you how to make one of these. Very nice. And you need some googly eyes. See, googly eyes. And some pom-poms. And I also have really cool pom-poms like this that you can just string around them. And because they really, if you've seen pictures, you can use jingle bells. If you see pictures of llamas and alpacas, like in National Geographic, I mean, they're just beautiful the way they're decorated. It's a natural craft. Oh, and also a glue gun or tacky glue to fasten stuff on. I always do a glue gun. It stays better, and you don't have to wait for it to dry and worry about it creeping down while it's still wet. So I recommend a mini glue gun. Okay, here we go. So first thing we do is build the body. So this is the body. We take this paper, actually cut it out ahead, and it's the length of a pencil, and tightly roll it. Okay? So I'm going to roll it up tight. Oops, look out, Mr. Egg. Okay. And you can do this with newspaper. Newspaper's great. You just got to use a lot of layers of tissue paper to cover up the newsprint. But my goodness, that's what piñatas are made out of. Newspaper is perfect. So it says about this newspaper, like as long as a pencil and as wide as a Tootsie Roll. Well, I don't know if anybody knows how big a Tootsie Roll is anyhow, so. Okay, I'd say that's pretty good. So I'm going to take my little thing here. And this you can't tear off, you have to use scissors. It's the best tape. And it also comes in colors, it's amazing. So here we go. pieces and tape it together. Okay. And what's great is that the paper mache smooths all these edges out. And then also the crinkliness is part of the charm of a homemade craft, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, this bottom part, see the fat part is his back end, here's the front, and you're gonna place it against here and tape it flat. Oh, and you know, you can make him looking to the right or the left or straight on. He doesn't have to be just rigid. He can have attitude. Just play around with your guy. See, this is so amazing. It's very, very secure once it's on. Here. Okay. Now, I'm going to kind of round it out. Now, up here is the head. So I got to bend it down. There. See? There he is. And now, we're going to do a tail. So I'll roll. Here's a little piece here for the tail. I'm going to roll it. You think of how they do the Rose Parade floats. You know, it's all chicken wire and paper mache. And so this thinking out part is really an important part. Now, alpaca's tails are not too short and not too long. Something in the middle. Try to make it look not too ridiculous. It's going to be a caricature. It's going to be funny. That's okay. And everyone will have its own look. See? I think this guy, I'm going to make him a little bit shorter. Alright. And I'll tape it down there. Okay, now we're coming along good. I'm just going to put a little piece on top there. And now the next two things to do are the ears. So this is really crucial. This is the body. The body is crucial. I'm going to kind of tape this neck so it stays down. You just have to play around with it. There and there and there. Then in here, and there. Yeah, and see, once you paper mache it, it holds its place. And then of course there's a hole, a gaping hole there, which nobody has a hole, and it's not a pig or anything. So I'm going to try to round it off with tape. And it's going to be clumsy, but that's the charm of it. See, you're going for charm. Alright, now, these ears, they're hilarious. Because if you do them too pointy, it looks like one of those Egyptian dogs they find in the tomb. You know, in the tomb. So you fold this little piece in half, a little piece like that. You can play around. You can make a few ears, and they might look. You don't, and then you fold these down here. See, that goes down and that goes down, and then you're gonna fold it one more. It's sort of like making a paper airplane, actually. Is what it is. It's like making a paper airplane. You know how you just fold and fold and. good ear. And I'm going to put it on here. Now, on the side. You put it on the side, straight up. Okay. So I'm going to cut a little bit. And I'll get some tape. And you're just playing around, and also you might say paper mache covers up your mistakes. It's a casual kind of piece of art. There, and then I'm going to put a little piece of that ear. So you create as you go. That's what you're doing. There, one ear. Here's the other ear. Now I'm going to fold it in half. Fold like this. And then we're going to do like the paper airplane thing. You fold on one side and the other side. And then, whoops. And then one side and the other side. Okay. Another ear. There you go. See if it's sort of symmetrical, kind of, sort of. All right. And then I'll just tape it on. See? I can correct as I go. No problemo. Alright, here we go. Mr. Ear. Get you on. Yeah. See, it does look like one of those Egyptian dogs in the tombs, but I can correct that. I figured it out. Let's see now. Go up here. All right. Now go in here and take this ear. Now, what you do to keep it from looking like the dog in the Egyptian tombs is you snip off the tops. Because alpacas don't have pointy, sticky, uppy ears. They have kind of rounded ears. Go like this. Alright. How's that? Now we're going to do the legs, which are nails. Where's my stuff? Here it is. Okay, and I found that it's good to have those pliers to stick the nails in. This is a really good styrofoam egg. So, and you might make a mistake and have to redo it. It's okay. You can use your handy tape. See, now watch. Oh, that's sticking out too far. I want it to go down. He's got to be standing. You have to play with it as you go. Here. Also, he can be kind of askance, you know. He could be. You can have fun with your alpaca. But you want him to stand on his own, not have to lean against something. Okay, there we go. And one more. is going to be, okay, he's there. You have to play around with it and try to get all 4 legs on the ground. Very tricky. All right, he's good. Now here we go. And you know, for good measure, he's very secure though. If you move them and they start to wiggle, then use some tape and tape it. But these are very secure, so I don't need to. All right, now we're going to do the paper mache. So, cut up crepe paper. And you know how I am about brights, gotta be bright. Do not have anything but bright. If you're gonna go to all this trouble, you want it to count. So, I'm gonna do some strips. Just cut them. And one more. You can always save your crepe paper for future use too. Say you're making a tree with a lot of leaves that are colorful. Okay, so now I have my brush, and I've got water, and I'm gonna put gobs of craft glue in there. Okay. Just go for it. We want it to be so thick that this stuff really sticks, and it just makes a beautiful smooth surface to paint. It's just so pretty. It's really fun. So between the tape and the paper mache, the glue and the water or the Mod Podge, this thing is secure. It is not going to move. And here's another glue. I'm just going to donate all my glue today because I really want it to be successful. Okay. It's pretty fun. Crafts are messy. If you have the messy inside of you, this is a good chance to express it. Okay, so now we put it on. Paint the body and then put on the, I don't know if you were here when we did Noah's Ark, but this is how we did the water. Of course, you can put this on paper and make beautiful water. You can make fabulous creations with crepe paper. I mean, not crepe paper, tissue paper. Okay. Layers and layers. It's so fun. Just slop it on. Slop it on, but kind of be neat. But you know, if a child is doing it and it comes out crumbly, it's okay. And by the way, when this dries, sometimes it shrinks, it retracts. And so then the next day, you may have to go back and do touch-up. And there might be some holes, you know? So just go back and put on another layer. You could actually put on like 4 layers. You could really just go for it if you want to. Some little kids want to go on and be real thorough, and other kids feel like they're done after the slightest little bit. And so you might want to help them out. And make it I would say this is a joint project because it was challenging enough for me as a grown-up, so definitely a little kid's gonna need some help. But isn't that pretty? So I'll just put a little more on. I know this takes a while, but you see how fun it is? It just kind of grows, and first you put it on the bottom, then you lay this on top. Get it all nice and wet. You're gonna want it to dry really well. And it's amazing how it dries. It's just so stiff and strong. And then I'm gonna paper mache the legs. Put it on the legs so they don't just have 4 nails sticking down. That's not too interesting. See? Just going for it. Slop, slop, slop. And the more layers you put on, the darker it is. Isn't this great? Oh yeah, this is just beautiful. Very satisfying. So, keep going around the legs, the tail's little teeny weeny. Okay, you get the idea. I don't suppose I should take any more time paper macheing because this is going to take quite a while. So I will finish this later and I'll tell you the next step. Here's my wet stuff. Okay. Here. There. Now, then you're going to put on things like the eyes. I'll tell you what, let's just make this little blanket. I'll just show you what you do. You cut out some squares. Put them on top of each other. And that would be, actually, it's a good decoration because they do that. They put blankets on these alpacas. And just different colors. And then you can use yarn. This is strips of felt. And I'm going to glue it on the bottom. And this will be the blanket for the alpaca. Okay? And then I made one of these. Oh, you can put these. See how pom-poms on the feet, pom-poms on the ears, the googly eyes. Now for this little thing, things around his neck, I'll show you how to make that. Some colorful yarn, not boring yarn. And, okay, just take a piece like this and wrap it around your fingers, like that. Okay, and then I'll put this through. Oh, try it again. Okay, and I'm going to put this through the middle. Make it long and tie it. This is a tassel. You can use tassels for all kinds of things. You can decorate a package with a tassel. Okay. All right, now this is it's hanging down. So I'm going to take a piece of this pink, tie it around. It's hard because I'm trying to go fast for you, for the video, and it takes actually a little concentration to do it. So you tie the pink around the middle, and you can't see me do it very well, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. Now it's hanging down like this, and then cut the bottom. And then there's a little tassel that you can hang on your alpaca. Anyhow, just go for it. Really nice to see you. See you next time.